さあいよいよアーチエネミーねニューアルバム発表ということで今日はプロモーションで来日していた、マイケル・アモットにいろいろ話を聞いています。まあ前作も素晴らしかったんだけどその最高峰をどんどん超えていくっていう、エナジーがこのバンドにはありますよね。いよいよブラッド・ダイナスティ登場です。マイケル・アモットのインタビューをご覧ください。
Joey Concepcion, somebody that we've known for a while, and actually I've known about him for even longer than that. Before, I think he played with my brother for a while, so I'm in a band, and then he was also taking lessons from my brother quite a few years ago now, of course. So yeah, I've been aware of him for quite some time, and then he came in and helped us out 5-6 years ago for a couple of festivals in Germany that Jeff couldn't do. So that was when we first played with him and we got to know him a little bit. So now when we needed a new guitar player last year to come in after Jeff left, that was kind of like a natural thing to contact Joey. Yeah, I mean, that's on purpose. That's on purpose, you know. I mean, first, you know, we have this process of writing a lot of music and then making a lot of demos of songs. And we say yes to every idea, basically, in the initial stages. We don't really shoot anything down and say, oh, that's not going to fit. Or we just try to stay very positive, writing new music, and then see what comes out. And at some point, you know, we have got all this music together and we have to take a step back and look, okay, what do we have here, what could create an interesting album, and then we're looking for things that stand out, you know, and things that are a little bit more. Of course we want to keep our signature core sound, that's always there naturally, I think, and then we try to create a great flow in an album, you know, and have a lot of different sounds and atmospheres and textures, keys, tempos, you know, have a lot of as much variety as possible, you know. Well, I mean, it's always going to be, with Arch Enemy, you're always going to get kind of an extreme metal album of some sort, but, you know, we try to have as much, make it as an interesting journey as possible. As a producer, yes, but we had worked, he mixed two of our earlier albums, War Eternal and Will to Power. But he'd already expressed over the years like some interest in, you know, if you can come and record in my studio, and he would like to be more involved in the production side of it. And this time we decided to go for that. We went to he had built a new studio in a town called Örebro in Sweden, and it was a brand new. He just basically bought a plot of land and then built a studio from the ground up. So everything's like really designed for recording there, which is kind of rare. I think usually studios are in like usually in an already existing building, and then they make it as good as they can there. But there's always kind of special architecture and stuff like that we have to find special solutions for. But this was just built from the ground up as a new studio, and that was cool. I mean, a really nice sounding drum room, and of course all the equipment and toys that you could ever want to play around with. I mean, it's two very powerful words put together as well, and it's interesting. I mean, you could say that it reflects the time we live in. I mean, it's very interesting times. I think all this struggle for power and dominance and authority is going on a lot right now. But also, you could see it as something about the band as well. You know, Arch Enemy's own dynasty, our legacy. Yeah, I mean, they were all we shot Dream Stealer. We did that in Gothenburg, in Sweden, with a director called Patrick Elias that we've worked with a lot before. That was mostly sort of green screen things in that one. You know, so you don't know, those videos are interesting in a way because you don't know what they're going to look like in the end. Because you're just standing there rocking out in front of a green screen, kind of, and then you don't know what the end result is going to, all those graphics, everything comes in later, all that other imagery. So you just hope that it's going to work out. And another Blood Dynasty one was also like that. Paper Tiger was shot in an airfield in Germany, in a hangar where they keep a Zeppelin, what do you call it, like a big Zeppelin ship, yeah, airship. So that's in the background in a lot of the images. That was more, you know, we were actually right there, standing next to this Zeppelin. And my favorite one is probably Liars and Thieves. But we shot that on the road, on tour. You know, it's live footage. And I always like those kind of videos the most, actually, because they include, you can sort of, even though it's the soundtrack, the sound bed of from the album, the audio from the album, you have this live footage and you're involving the fans and you can feel the energy of the concert experience, which to me is the most metal thing.